Hey there, beer tubers! Welcome back to Maxwell Starr's beer review. Tonight, here with Redbeard, my guest tonight, as we do a beer that we both picked up in Etobicoke while down visiting Greg. And this is Dos Llaves Lager Mexicana from Great Lakes Brewery. Let's say 7-barrel series. I doubt this has even been close to a barrel. Anyway, speaking of which, but maybe not of a barrel, but how are you doing tonight, the Redbeard?
I'm doing all right, buddy. Thanks for having me. Good times.
Thanks for coming. I'm sorry I'm late. I ended up getting in late. Now, whatever. Everybody expects me to be a little late. At least I'm not Beer Analysis 101 late, where I say we go live at 8 and it's actually 8:15 when we come on.
It happens.
But so we'll be reading comments too. So if anybody wants to comment inside, hopefully there's somebody actually watching this other than me.
Say hello.
All right. Hello. So this is a Mexican style lager, if you haven't guessed already, that Dos Llaves, which is two keys in Spanish. So there's a Spanish blurb on the back of this thing that I tried to run through Google Translate, which I'll share on my screen here, which says, Habia, Fontanero, Key Viva. Anyway, there was a plumber who lived in the extreme west. I'm guessing West End or something like that. I drank 2 keys for the tool. You have excellent keys. And Sabata is just one of the ingredients. That really makes no sense. I imagine there's some method to their madness. But anyway, so what's so special about this beer is that this was released on May 25th, the day of the Albino Rhino Beer Festival, and was sold out the next day on the 26th. They made a very limited amount of these ones here. It's just a Mexican lager, but they made a limited amount. And me, Redbeard, and Greg, when we were visiting him, got the last 3 cans of this stuff as it was selling out at the brewery. So we all picked it up. And Greg's already drank his, so he can't be with us tonight. Poor Greg.
Yeah. He was going to try and get another one, but like I said, we got the last cans they had in their fridge. We actually got the bartender guy, because we stayed at Great Lakes for some food, and we actually got him to like hide these behind the counter until we left, basically, kind of thing.
Yeah, I remember seeing him on the floor. He's like, "Do you want one?" I was like, "This is Cerveza. Sure, why not? I'll take it."
It's got a cool red tab on it.
Yeah, it does. I'm not going to hold mine upside down now, but you can see what's got this. It's a nice touch to get the color, at least with the tab here.
Nice pour here.
I see that we got some comments in there, but I'm not going to read them just yet. We'll get that after we take a look at the beer itself. Ooh, look how fancy that is.
Wow, that is a light
beer.
Slightly hazy. A little bit of chill haze as well going on there, probably. It's very cool.
Wow, geez, that's really freaking clear for that. I mean, their marketing, the intention they had with this is to make like a Corona knockoff, and you know what? It absolutely looks like a Corona.
Well, that was Greg did have his, and Greg did make a comment that, wow, Great Lakes made a macro beer. That was his one comment he made about it.
Yeah. And I suppose really the only reason we're doing this is because we both got the same beer. You're like, and it's
might as well
special. Anyway, looking at that definitely looks the part. Hardly any color to it. Very, very, very bright straw yellow. Bubbly head, lots of carbonation.
Yeah. Looks all right. Nothing bad about the appearance of it at all.
I mean, I still like the look of that better. I mean, it's got a little bit more head retention than Corona would have.
Yeah, mine's going away relatively quick, but
right on. All right, so before we go to the smell, let's go over to our comments. And we got Eastwind Farms says 2 keys. I'm not sure either what they were thinking with the name. But 2 keys. Dos Llaves. Double L. I learned something new today with the double L is pronounced as a Y in Spanish. So it's technically llamas instead of llamas. Useless information. Anyway, and Joe Gansel's in the chat too, saying hi all. Hey, Joe.
Cheers, Joe.
And Greg is saying we're already unprofessional. That implies that we ever were.
Yeah, it's kind of a fail right there, yeah.
Yeah, anyway. All right, so give it a whiff.
It does, like, it comes across as kind of there's a lot of beers that have this kind of aroma, and they're pretty much all macro beers.
It's very much like almost lemon pithy.
Like a bit of maybe some corn or something.
Yeah, there's like boiled vegetables, like boiled corn, and sulfur. And sulfur. I pick up Two
I don't get
things.
sulfur. I don't get
After
sulfur at all.
taking that last weekend, taking that Darlings Island beer off flavor course, I could tell 2 off flavors from this already. There is a lot of sulfur coming out of this. There's a lot of boiled corn coming in this as well, and there's reasons for it that I've written down somewhere. I'll get into later. But that said, this is cerveza, and some of that might be intentional because, even though if they're off flavors, they could be part of the style. But right now, it's kind of coming together to be like this lemon, like almost like lemon rind, lemon pith.
I'll give you like a bit of a lemony. I'm not getting the sulfur though, myself. Smells all right.
Oh, put it down the hatch.
Let's do it. Cheers.
Cheers, dude. Wow.
That's drinkable.
Definitely drinkable. Well, more than drinkable. It goes down really easy.
It's got a nice, almost like a refreshing quality to it.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, it gets very light. It's a little bit bready.
What is it? It's 4.8, so it's not super light. Comes across as super light though.
Like a little bit of like this wet paper cardboard kind of taste in the back, which is another brewing fault, but probably intentional here. Because I mean, Corona is like that.
Yep.
I get this really nice lemony note to the flavor too. Like it's almost like they've already added fruit to this or something. Maybe not to the extreme of like dumping a bunch in there, but just a little garnish.
Like lemon rind almost kind of coming off a little bit. And then like the finish is really, I'd give you kind of maybe a little bit of that wet cardboard and malty kind of flavor going on.
Yeah, there's like a little caramel and like almost like Pilsner malt, where it's got that sweet kind of grassiness. Yeah, and wet cardboard. But I mean, if they were aiming to build a better Corona, that's spot on.
Indeed. I wouldn't mind maybe trying this with a lime wedge.
Yeah, exactly. If the Great Lakes Brewery ever made this in like bottles, like clear bottles with lime wedge in them, they probably sell a lot of those.
I believe it. I think if they re-release this, they should like literally full on compete with Corona with this beer. Why not? Like put it in a bottle, so you get a lime in there. I guess now you could shove a lime into the top of the can, but that'd just be weird.
Yeah, it would be. Considering we've already poured it into a glass.
Also true, yes.
Yeah, we're probably the only ones who's ever poured it into a glass.
Oh.
Anyway. Yeah, so that's actually relatively tasty.
I got no problem with that at all.
No, I mean,
again, it's really not something that I would gravitate towards these days. It's a little on the mess side, but someone gives me one, I got no problem with it at all.
There's a couple details I forgot to mention. It's 4.8 ABV, 25 IBUs. It's pretty much as you expect for Corona. I mean,
should be imagine pretty.
I think Corona is usually closer to like 10 IBUs, but still, it's actually quite flavorful. I think that adds to it.
There's like a weird thing on the date. Oh, I can't even read the date on mine. It says Mexican on the bottom.
Mexican lager, yeah. Probably because maybe they stamped it on the can before they put the label on.
Maybe
because they only released this once and that sold out in 2 days. And yet they created this nice label for it. They must want to make this again at some point.
Great Lakes though. Great Lakes has always got nice labels.
Yeah,
on there.
Mine says can 52419 on it.
Like Collective Arts is supposed to be like the big, artwork feature label. I think the artwork on Great Lakes beer can compete with most of the weirdness that goes on Collective Arts cans. I love Great Lakes labels.
Yeah, me too. There's some of my favorite my labels for Canadian brewery. Like you look at stuff like Octopus Wants to Fight, or I'm trying to think of other ones right now. I'm not from Etobicoke like Greg is, but I also got other things on my mind. Anyway, so let's go back over to the comments here, and we actually have another comment from Eastwind Farms who says Lorenzo Llamas. Lorenzo Llamas?
Why not?
Oh. And of course, Joe Gansel says Corona in the USA is more skunked than anything else is. You need the lime to hide the skunk taste, and that's also quite true.
There's a few different things about like why the lime. One is apparently is to keep fruit flies out of the beer. there's a couple different like urban legends, I guess you could say, about why you put the lime in the beer, but I've never actually had like heard a confirmed this is the actual reason the first person ever put a lime in a bottle of Corona kind of thing. But I just myself,
I just practice, but nobody. I don't know if anybody really knows where it comes from.
Yeah, I don't like Corona very much myself at all. I'm not a fan of Corona.
Either. Like we did it for Beer Analysis 101. I think I drank it, but it's usually something that I wouldn't buy ever.
Yeah, I don't think I was on that one, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you didn't miss much. I think Lee outright refused to come on that episode. Anyway, moving right along to this, I think that's actually a pretty solid summer quencher. I mean, it's nothing I would necessarily gravitate to again, and I think the only reason I even considered buying this is because there was only like 3 cans left, and there's like one for each of us. And like,
yeah, it was something different.
I took my arm and went like, yeah.
Well, when I go to play, like, great, I would have bought this regardless, probably. Like, if there was still a full shelf of it, because it's something by Great Lakes I haven't tried, and Great Lakes is for me. I think I was talking about this a couple days ago in one of my videos, or something like that, and they're probably in like my top 3 breweries. I really, really like the stuff Great Lakes does. Like from their this kind of normal, easy drinking stuff. They make a few different lagers. They've got that Over My Dad Body Pilsner they make, and they're making some.
My Dad Body was basically straight up Labatt Blue clone.
Yeah, still again not bad. And then they're really good with the IPAs, like their hazy IPAs and their double IPAs, and even their stouts and their barrel aged stouts, and like. Great Lakes does some really good stuff.
Yeah. And as far as the artwork goes, here's an idea of what some of their other artwork goes.
There you go.
Got Pompous Ass English Ale, Octopus Wants to Fight, Over My Dad Body. I love how creative these guys are with their artwork.
If you go to the brewery, they've got that awesome mural. Bride of Shucky, what the hell is that? That's a different label than the one I had. Okay. That's weird.
I didn't buy it there. There's that one that we had with the Fine Young Cannibal Chickens.
And the one next to it.
Imperial Pineapple.
We had both those two.
That's right. We had the you forgot to mention Bigfoot.
Furthermore, you forgot to mention Bigfoot. I really want to try that Grimace's Tears one, that strawberry milkshake IPA.
Yeah.
That one sounded pretty good.
I've always been curious about like the Harry Porter, not the standard, but like bourbon soaked vanilla bean. I'd love to try it some.
I've had the Harry Porter and the cherry porter is one of the best porters I've ever had.
And I've got a can of Miami Weiss I got to do with Greg.
Hey, you know what? I also have a can.
Oh, you bought it too?
Damn right.
All right, review. Let's set up a trio review. Anyway, we should probably wrap this one up. So, what do you think, Redbeard? What are you going to give it a rating out of 5?
Out of 5, like for what it is. Again, it's not really something I'd gravitate to, but it's nice for what it is. I'd give that probably a good 3.75 out of 5.
3.75. Nice. I actually really like this. This isn't something that I would really gravitate to personally. But as far as the style goes, I think this is a really solid representation and it should make more of it because it's quite good. Knowing more about the off flavors in beer, I've picked up so far at least 4 off flavors in this thing. So it's not like I would want to rate it. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with that. It's just I even get a little bit of like this diacetyl note in the back too. And it's just, I guess they were going for the style by making the shittiest lager possible, but even making the shittiest lager possible, they still can't fuck it up because it's still quite good and refreshing. And I love how soft it is. I'm going to give it a 3.5 at least. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we got one more comment here from Joe Gansel who says, "Good review. Cheers, guys. Cheers." That must be taking off. So, this is my first live review done in a while. It seems like everybody's doing them lately, and I kind of want to do more of them going throughout the summer. So
it's I know fun. I love, especially Joe. I don't know how. Like Joe is this friggin' comment magnet. We just live stream. I love that aspect of live streaming. It's just that's true. Joe's just an awesome guy though. So I'm jealous of him, but I understand it. The comments, so that's like one of the reasons I love live streaming overall is the interaction with people as you're doing this kind of thing. And cheers to the I'm assuming there's no I'm watching I think Nick's watching, so there's like 2 people watching. So
There's
cheers.
at least 2 more people watching. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're going to sign off. I'm not sure if we're going to do a live hangout later tonight. We may.
Keep your eyes open.
Raptors game. We got to watch the Raptors game. So keep an eye out on this channel or Redbeard's channel. Especially check out Redbeard's channel. He does some fine work, and the little bastard is catching up to me in the subs department.
No.
But anybody should be really sub to him anyway. So because you do a great job.
Thanks, man.
Anyway,
thanks for having me this evening.
No problem. Thanks for coming on.
Anytime.
Anyway, I think we're going to wrap this up. I want to thank Joe Gansel, Eastwind Farms, even Greg, for watching. And we'll talk to you folks later. Cheers.
Woohoo. Peace out.